Okay, the stomach does tend to have a pretty distinct look to it. It has all of these little things that dip in, although they are all full of mucus, yes, but they do dip in, and those are the gastric pits. Here's a pretty good example over here of one, and here's a good one. Here's a good example of a gastric pit. You can see where it goes down in there like that. There's a lot of adipose in our slide of the stomach in the submucosa. I'm not sure why, that's pretty atypical, but you can, I guess it can help you identify it for our purposes. Okay, and so this main layer, here's our innermost main layer from here to here is what?
The mucosa.
Mucosa, good. Let's do the big picture first. Submucosa, main layer. And all of that is the muscularis externa, because the stomach has a really thick muscularis externa, has 3 layers of smooth muscle instead of the 2. Okay, so this is very thick. And it just kind of ends here. Don't see, it just doesn't look like it's a complete section, so we don't see the serosa there. All right, so then we want to zoom in on right here is the gastric pit and give you a little more information about that. Okay, so I said you didn't have to do the parietal cells and chief cells, but I did want you to note where the gastric gland is. Okay, and so these cells, these are all the simple columnar cells. These are all the simple columnar cells. This is all this other sort of clear stuff. This is all the mucus and gastric juice. Okay, so these simple columnar cells are here. And then everything, all of this in between is gastric glands. So pretty much all of these cells that you have down here, these collections of cells, make up the gastric gland. The exocrine gland is just a collection of cells. Okay, so all down in here. This is still the mucosa.
Where's the areolar tissue?
The areolar tissue is not so much in the stomach because of the gastric glands, but the areolar tissue is going to be surrounding the gastric glands. But since there's so much gastric glands, there's not so much areolar tissue as you see in some of the other organs. Okay, I don't emphasize this slide too much. The mucosa layer is pretty good. The other ones are a little bit hard to, they're not super well defined. So I'm not going to go any more into detail on that one. Is there any questions on that one?